Welcome back to the channel, HeroClix fans. Today we are taking a look at the latest set, DC Notorious, featuring all the villains you love to hate, hate to love. One of the two. We have also got some iconics, which we will be going into in some upcoming videos. So if you want to see those, make sure you are subscribed. But in this one, we're going to open this brick and take a look at the Play at Home kit. So let's get into it. First things first, let's take a look at the legacy card. So I have set up another camera here, just so it's a little closer and easier to see. Obviously it's going to be very easy for me, but not so easy for you guys. Okay, so we did get, the light's not great here, we did get Man-Bat, which is a pretty good looking card. Don't actually have the figure. I am massively into Batman villains, so go figure. Like, he was iconic. He was in like the first episode, I think, or one of the first anyway. So yeah, a shame I never really pulled that one. But let's get into why you guys are here and take a look at some boosters. I am so excited to open this. DC is, we don't get as often as Marvel sets, so they always feel a little more special. And in recent years, Deceased has been my favorite storyline, probably in comics. I'm obsessed with zombies, so this set really speaks to me. But enough of me rabbling on, let's get into this. Okay, so first things first, we've got a Riddler goon. This set is absolutely full of goons. We've got the Riddler himself, we've got Solomon Grundy, we've got Harley Quinn, and we've got someone floating around. So Harley Quinn is a rare, slightly distracted there by the figure that slipped off. Where's he going? Nice and easy, just a few pegs, straight back into there and we can stick him down. Not the figure of the booster though. Harley Quinn's super rare, so let's take a look at that. Let's bust it out of here. Harley Quinn, always a fan favorite. Just looking at that top dial there, prob is always a good thing. How many points are we looking at? So it's 60 or 25, so again, yeah, pretty playable, especially at 25. That's gonna be, well, let's make sure it's still got prob actually, because that will, oh, it's got a special. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the special. So it's a zombie hunter, so it is from Deceased. The special is Empower Support, which is still good. Still very good, especially for 25 points. And obviously Zombie Hunter gives it, if you were the first player when an opposing character is damaged by a friendly character's attack, after resolution, steal that opposing character. 1 unavoidable. That's traded as well. That is absolutely devastating. It's also got a unique modifier. If an opponent's force has more characters than yours, friendly characters modify attack and damage by 1. So very good to add with one-man army or a tent pole. Obviously, you're definitely going to get that modifier then. But that's a really powerful attack. I thought it was going to have something more to do with zombies, but yeah, that's really cool. And we do get this, which we didn't get in previous ones. Bit of advertising there. Always good to see from Wizkids. We will take a look at the Riddler as well, one of my favorite characters. I just love these goofy Batman villains. Really cool looking sculpt, bit of action to him, he's swinging his cane there. Hopefully get some play from this. Let's have a quick look at his card, just see what he does. See if he does anything cool. So he has, adjacent friendly characters have safeguard, opposing probability control. That's very powerful. If you weren't the first player, opposing characters within range have safeguard, friendly probability control. So if you weren't the first player, they can't prob themselves either, and they can't prob you. For 50 or 35 points, that is going to be, that might actually be usable. I'm really excited for that. Very happy to get a playable Riddler. I just want to take a second to thank Wizkids for sending all of this out. It's amazing to have some support in the UK for this game I love. I've been playing now for the best part of 14, 15 years. So to see some support like this is incredible. And I do run quite a few big tournaments here in the UK, normally for Christmas and a few more through the year. So I will make sure some of this stuff goes back to the players. But I just wanted to put that in here and say a massive thank you to Wizkids. This is a dream come true for any HeroClix player. Right, let's get into the second booster. Hopefully, I'm trying to think what my biggest pull would be. Obviously there's a ton of goons as the chase zombies. It's hard not to say chase, but outside of that, maybe a Black Adam. There's a lot of really cool villains. But let's see how we get on. Oh, here we go. Let's get you in nice and close for this one because we've got a bag, which normally means something good. Let's have a look at what we've got here. So it is Ra's al Ghul. So it is the Ra's al Ghul Prime, which was, yeah, very powerful, making assassins very strong. Hopefully we still get a chase because I really would like the Deceased stuff. But this is an incredible figure, very powerful. No doubt going to make assassin teams Absolutely monstrous. But let's take another look through what we got here, and then we'll take a look at the card. So we've got another Riddler Goon, more importantly. We've got Gentleman Ghost, and we've got Manhunter. So let's take a look at that Ra's al Ghul card for you that can't remember. He just gives a ton of bonuses to assassins. So other friendly characters with the assassin keyword modify attack +1. Or it can be sideline active. When another friendly character named Ra's al Ghul is KO'd, you may generate this one. It comes in on click 5, which is pretty good. It's got super senses to maybe keep it alive. It comes in that square and it's immune. So on the flip is regeneration free, but only if Ra's al Ghul occupies Water Train, and it's got charge, flurry, and sidestep. So it's got the sideline active +1 to attack for assassins. It's got the come in for free, which is always good. And then it's, yeah, just an absolute monster. If you don't kill that, you are going to be in some serious trouble. Right, let's get into this. Now I'm just really excited to open boosters. Is that another goon? No, we've got Jervis Tetch, so that's the Mad Hatter. That's probably one of my top wanted figures. It's on a saucer. Being from the UK, tea-related humour is, oh, we've got a polar bear there as well. That's really cool. We've got, is that Grodd? Yeah, so we've got Grodd as well, Amanda Waller, and Lex Luthor. So now that is a villain pack. Let's have a quick look at Jervis, or Jarvis. So his card says Mind Control. When he uses it, oh, he's a super rare. It's really hard to see the thing. That's incredible. I would say that's probably, I'm trying to remember the other super rares, but that's one of my favorites, so I'm really happy to get that. He's got Mind Control. When he uses it, he may target characters with control chips regardless of line of fire. After resolutions, give each hit character a control chip token. At the beginning of the game, you were not the first player. Choose up to 2 opposing characters and give them tokens. So you don't really want to go first with this guy. He's also got a unique modifier. So it says, opposing characters with 1 or more control chip modify attack and damage by -1. When opposing characters attacks and hits all targets, you can remove them. That's really, yeah, that's quite nice actually. I don't know if it's going to be competitive, but it's sort of vying that edge. I think maybe we could see it in some lists. It would be cool too, and no doubt I'll try to make it work. Let's have a quick look at Amanda Waller, because she normally has really cool abilities. So yeah, she has got some sideline active. So she's got, when a friendly standard character is KO'd by an opponent, you may deal 1 penetrating damage to each opposing character adjacent to the square they occupied. That's amazing. That's basically them exploding. Obviously the chips she puts inside of them. We've then got what's the problem here. Sideline active, at the beginning of your turn, if 2 or more friendly characters that share a keyword with her were KO'd since your last turn, you can generate her from the sideline into your starting area on click 1. So again, there's a lot of bringing characters in for free in this set, which is going to be super powerful. Obviously having more figures than your opponent is always a good thing. Let's jump straight into the next booster then. I've got an itch for it now. Let's see what we got. So is that Deathstroke, I think? We've got a little Starro, I can't remember what that was called, Starite, something like that. Oh, so we have got the Mad Hatter's goons here. Probably my favorite goons from the set. And then we have got Black Lantern and another Lex Luthor there. I think we've seen most of these. Let's take a quick look at Deadshot. Oh, it's Deadshot, not Deathstroke. Of course it's Deadshot. That's embarrassing. Deadshot, one of the first ever figures I pulled from DC 75th. He's got, at the beginning of the game, for all friendly characters with this trait, give a target token to an opposing character. For all characters with this trait, when they KO, score 25 extra points. So that's huge. This is what I was talking about with Assassin. I think they're going to be absolutely devastating in the upcoming game. With so much rotating as well, the meta game is really going to shift. And I am super excited to see how. So let's keep going. Like I say, let's just keep tearing through these. Oh, we've got another baggie. We've got another oh, I forgot that was in here. That was my main one. It's because I looked at the play at home kit and assumed she was in that. It's Poison Ivy. I think it's just a rare, oh, it's a common. It's such a nice figure. Look at that. That's a common. That is a common. Absolutely unbelievable. That's such a nice sculpt. We've got another Starite in there. We've got a few more Assassins. We've got a Goon. Yeah, there's some cool stuff in there. Scarecrow. Pretty cartoon looking. Let's take a quick look at the Poison Ivy. I can't remember which dial it is I like, if it's hers or the play at home kit. Make an attack targeting an opposing character that attack Poison Ivy. Since your last turn, when Poison Ivy attacks a character that damaged a friendly character named Harley Quinn. Yeah, I don't think it's that one. I'm sure there's one with some cool mind control, or she gets bonuses against zombies or something from Deceased. I don't think that's the one. Oh, we've got another baggie. Let's have a, that's a big bag. That is a big bag. Oh, hey, is that Necron? Oh, I can't get him out of the bag. Yes, Necron. That is going to be, so other than Assassin, Black Lantern has been heavily favoured in this set. Look at that sculpt. That is absolutely gorgeous. Really cool looking sculpt, but very powerful. Powers up the other Black Lanterns, so no doubt we're going to see something with those bombing around the field as well. I do like that we're getting baggies for these more delicate figures. We've got the Thunderers. Oh, I thought it was the big one. What's his name? Weaponaire. You know who I mean. You know who I mean. We've got some more goons. This set is absolutely filled with goons. I will be doing it as sealed with some of this stuff. I know it's already open, but I'm going to keep it in the boosters, and we will be doing a sealed on the channel. So if you do want to see that as well, make sure you are subscribed. And like I say, I will be giving away some of this iconic stuff. I'll tell you what, we'll give it away in this video. If you've made it to this point, drop in the comments below your favorite pull from this set. So what I've pulled here, it's got to be one of these figures. Let me know your favorite, and I will give away the iconics to someone in this video. Oh, that was kind of a quick opening, but we have got the Joker Super Rare. That is, again, another incredible looking figure. Trying to get that out without breaking it. They've really just gone the extra mile on that. Look at that. Such an iconics sculpt. It's just, yeah, that's really cool. Let's take a quick look at its dial then. Oh, so we've got an interesting switch dial here. So he's got charge plasticity. When an opposing character within range is knocked back, after resolutions, place the Joker next to them. Then, oh, he's got some goodies here. So he's got poison. When the Joker uses it, characters occupying or adjacent to any friendly smoke terrain markers are considered adjacent to him. So you're probably going to pair him with stuff like Scarecrow and other things that drop smoke cloud. At the beginning of the game, generate 2 smoke terrain markers into any squares. If they aren't the first player, generate 4. So again, working with that going first, going second, that could be quite interesting. And then he's got Blaze Claw's Fangs. When he uses it, after resolutions, choose heal the Joker equal to half the result, or place the Joker up to 2 squares away. So some shenanigans with him. No doubt we'll see him appear in some matches at some point. Hopefully in the sealed, because he sounds like a lot of fun. I'm so happy with what we've pulled so far, but there is a but. I would love to see a Deceased chase, but we will see. We obviously can't guarantee that. Let's see what we get in here. So we've got Black Manta is that, we've got Brainiac, we've got Sinestro, and we've got 2 more here, which you've probably just seen. Hooah! We've got a Joker Goon, and is that an Assassin? Yeah, so we've got Court of Owls Assassin. So again, a ton of generics, which especially for sealed is always a ton of fun. I was actually planning on doing like an army format, so that might come in use. If you do want to see something like that, let me know. But let's keep cracking open these boosters. Let's see what we got. So we have got some Supermen. I think one might be Bizarro. Yeah. So we've got Bizarro here, Superman. We've got another Goon. We've got Zod, which I'm sure is going to be quite popular with the Ultra Chase. Let's take a quick look at Bizarro. He's normally got a really fun dial. So Bizarro here, let's have a look. When he starts the game, you may turn him to click 9. If you do, this game turn his dial in the direction of decreasing click numbers when he is damaged. So you can play him in reverse basically. You can either have Flurry with a ton of defense and close-up damage, or you can play him a bit more shooty and then, yes, reverse it. So if he would be turned past his starting click, KO him, protected pull to wave. If played at 60 points, his starting click is 5. So that makes a lot of sense. I don't see any specials, so that might be it. Yeah, so it is a fairly standard Bizarro. Nothing too crazy there, but again, his dial can work in reverse, which is quite strange for HeroClix. So yeah, again, just it's always fun to see interested in different characters. This is a really heavy booster. Let's see what we get in this one. Trying to think what heavy figures there is. We've done it. We've done it. We've done it. We've done it. We've got a chase. I think it's Black Lantern. It doesn't really matter. It's a chase. Oh, there we go. We've got Black Lantern Martian Manhunter. That's an, oh, opening a chase is like the best feeling. It's It's one of the reasons I love HeroClix. Just opening that figure, opening the chase or the figure you've been after, it's just such an incredible feeling. It's because you're hunting something like you want, you know and love these characters, and yeah, it's just, there we go, Martian Manhunter. Let's take a look. That's an absolutely monster dial for 160. So he can sidestep and stealth. When he's attacked after resolutions, you may move him 2 squares. So that's going to be really powerful. That's on his later dial for 60 points. That's really good. And like I said, we have got Necron to power him up as well. So yeah, this could be really interesting. We've got Corrupt and Compel. He's got Penetrating Psychic Blast, Steal Energy, but for close and range attacks. Range, he can shoot through a ton of stuff. Characters, elevated and hindering. Make a range attack. Hit characters not occupying... Okay, so this is just for that range action. Hit characters not occupying any friendly grave markers take a maximum of 1 damage. After resolutions, move a hit character up to 4 squares, then generate a grave hindering terrain marker into their square. That is a strange one. Then we've got Psychic Trap. He's got Shape Change. When Martian uses it and succeeds, after resolutions, deal the attacker damage equal to the number of action tokens. So that just puts you off attacking him altogether, really. He's always got a really powerful shape change, and it's always just good to see a Martian. It's not a figure we see too often, so like I say, very cool to see a Black Lantern version. Oh, that's incredible. I'm so happy with that. I'm so happy. It's just cool to open HeroClix, but to get a chase, to get a prime as well, absolutely incredible. Like I said, I did want to finish with some goodies from over here. So let's take a look, get you close up again. Let's take a look at this just to see what's on the back. So you normally get things that are in the set. So we've got a few cats, we've got thorn vines from Poison Ivy, and we've even got a shark, I'm guessing coming from Aquaman. Just some cool tokens to use in the game and dice. So that one's fairly standard, but let's take a look at the Play at Home kit and a look at Harley Quinn. Now in the Play at Home kit, you do get the figure, which we've already seen the sculpt of, but most importantly for me is the map. It's always good to have more maps. It's a great way to get maps. So if you are looking to get into the game, the Play at Home kits are perfect. And in this one, we also get a legacy card, which I've started doing now. So let's try and get into this. So we've got the Poison Ivy. Let's take a look at the dial quickly. At the beginning of the game, if you weren't the first player, gain some armor, free generate a plant hindering terrain marker, the game, blah, blah. So that was the plant we saw over there. Should say on the back here as well. Remove 2 plant hindering terrain markers within range. Okay, so these are just terrain markers. So I don't think those are for this Harley. So yeah, these just count as terrain. We've got Energy Shield and Pervious. So she can turn into quite a monster there. I'll just show you the back of the card so you've seen it. That's a really interesting Poison Ivy. And like I said, I don't think we've seen a card printing like this. It's normally printed, well, like this. But this makes a lot of sense, especially for these bigger cards. You don't really need like a book. I much prefer this small card. I don't have a Brimstone. My brother might have, a friend might have, so this might go to one of those. But again, it's going to have some cool retail. It's got an absolute monster dial. Let's look at its attacks. That's normally where it's at. So when he attacks opposing characters, they can't use super senses or modify positively their combat values. And he deals penetrating damage. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to all opposing characters with a number of squares equal to Brimstone's printed damage value. That is absolutely monstrous. Let's take a quick look at the map then. I'll pull you back over to that camera for this. Let's take a quick look. So one side, obviously maps are a lot smaller now. What have we got? We've got Harley's Rooftop Outdoor. So that's there. And then on the back side, we've got Atlantis Throne Outdoor. Again, very cool looking maps. I do really like this Harley side looking at it. You can't see me at all, but yeah, it's very dark, it's very grimy, it feels very comic book, very DC, very Batman. But that is DC Notorious. Again, a huge thank you to Wizkids. Just having this in the UK, having some support. Hopefully, like I say, I can bring that back to some of the tournaments and really give a push for the HeroClix over here in the UK. If you've not played the game before and this is your first time, I will have some how to play videos coming up and some matches, so make sure you check those out. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. That's all I've got for this video though, so I will catch you in the next one.